So there's Lent, which is the 40 days before Easter, and we use that time to prepare for Easter because that's a big deal. Jesus coming back from the dead. So it's a time of increased prayer, fasting, and all these really good things. And so I wanted to help Amanda pray during Lent. So I made little like postcard sized things, and each one had like a Bible verse or a quote from a saint, something really good on it. And I used my best handwriting when I did them. It took forever. And the first letter of a book was like really big, and just tried to do it really nice for her. And the back had something nice to think about, like talking about the quote or something. And then so I gave those to her. She had about one a day. And then the plan was that I was gonna come out to visit her. She was a missionary at University of Illinois this year, and I was in New York City. So I was gonna come out to celebrate Easter with her, and I was gonna come out on Thursday afternoon. But I came out Wednesday night without her knowing, and I snuck into town, and then I had it all set up. She thought she was gonna have a holy hour, an hour of prayer with the rest of her missionary team in this little chapel on campus. But when she got there on Thursday morning, it was just me in there.
Yeah, and I've been running late, which is normal. So I was running late and walked into this chapel, and Jonathan was standing there. And I don't surprise in the best way. Some people would have been really animated and excited, and I was just kind of paralyzed because it wasn't the plan of my morning. I was going to walk in, I knew what I was going to do, but Jonathan's there. And so instead of being super happy, I was kind of paralyzed, and I said, "What are you doing here?"
What are you doing? I haven't dried my hair.
I hadn't dried my hair, and I wanted to go home and straighten it. I don't know, I just was so thrown off. And I asked where my team was, and he said they were at a different location, and I just wasn't processing what was going on until we walked into the chapel and kind of sat down. And then I thought, well, he's surprised me. My team's not here, and we're alone. He's probably going to propose. Oh my gosh, this is what that moment feels like?
Yeah, so she kneeled down in her spot. I was right next to her. And then I look at her, and then I started talking. And I rambled. Oh no, I didn't even start talking. I started laughing my head off because I couldn't handle it. I was too nervous. So I started laughing like crazy, and she grabbed my face like a little kid. Like this. and she's like, "What are you doing? What are you trying to say? What's going on here?"
He has ADHD, so I just had to redirect a little.
So, so I calmed down, and then I started talking, and I started rambling for like 5 minutes. Really nice things, and then as I'm rambling, as I'm trying to wrap it all up, I had all those cards back from her roommate she was giving them to. So I had them with me, and I started laying them down in front of us on the floor. And the big letter spelled out, "Amanda Marie Nissen, will you marry me?" So I asked her, I showed her the ring, and she said,
"Yes, I'd love to."
She'd love to.